Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Soraka and we'll be continuing the 10-star adventure from the Nightmares campaign. So far we've managed to beat the first map quite easily, but I'm kind of worried about actually winning the games. We have been able to consistently keep control of the board, and we've been doing a very good job of that. The fact that we just give a lot of stats to our units helps. The fact that whenever we summon a unit, it gets challenger, it helps. The formidable is also very good. The constant healing from the Soraka makes it so we can keep our units topped off. And we managed to actually get Galio, which has synergy with our Strength of Stone. Or more synergy, I should say. But we haven't. But one thing that we've been struggling with is closing out the games. We can keep the opponent's board controlled, but we just take a while to get the job done. So hopefully we can get something that helps us with that here on the second map. Otherwise, I'm not really seeing a way to beat the last encounter. Knuckle up. Prophet of the Elder God, of an Elder God. Collect your bounty. All of these are incredibly underwhelming. After we spend 12 plus mana we rally, but we're not really spending 12 plus mana at all in a single turn. We can't do that. I guess we have to use our last reroll. Reap Essence. Oh, it's not the epic version. If it was the epic version we would heal our unit back up to full health. I think it's either a Reap Essence or a Justice. I'll take the Reap Essence. That +2 health is actually converted into a +2/+2 thanks to our Flourish 3. And then we just go for the slot bot because we desperately need the extra rerolls. I guess I spent all of our luck getting the Galio and the Vanguard Lookouts. The Vanguard Lookouts have been doing very well for us. The opponent's synths are very high stated. Let's do Soraka. We can develop the Gift Giver. You have 2 10 attack units. I guess we try to get rid of these two. We'll stun the Prefect. Then I can do this, and this, I guess. We'll just soften up the Prefect. I didn't expect that to happen. I figured the opponent would have some sort of interaction, but I guess he only had 1 mana, so he doesn't really have a lot. One thing that's neat we can do is just get rid of the extra plating right away, but it doesn't serve us that much to do it now, because we don't really get to deal any extra damage this turn. Let's just get rid of the Legion Saboteur right away. Make use of our extra mana we got from striking with Soraka. And gets a full board. It's whatever. Stiffen Sinews. It's very likely I'll not be able to kill a single unit this turn. I won't be able to kill a single unit, but I'll get rid of the landmark, at least. Let's do another Fused Firebrand. Might as well have the spare mana. This opponent doesn't even bother attacking. I guess I'll do Shield of Duran. Give this Firebrand a few more points of health. Make sure it deals more damage this turn. I sure would like something that helps us close out the game. Unfortunately, I don't have access to anything of the sort. Let's just attack with everything, I guess. We force the opponent to have an answer. Let's comment that. No. Let's astral protection that. Ooh, we got overall on the Soraka. Huge. Can I kill the opponent then? No. But rolling Soraka, overall on the Soraka is perfect for us. We're basically guaranteed the victory. Or we already had a guaranteed victory, but now it's going to happen a lot sooner than the opponent would like. Let's just get some use out of the falling comets we got here. The extra healing from the Repessence is definitely coming in handy. We're getting a lot more value from our comets, or we're getting a lot more comets, which is more value from our power. The opponent's being a little jerk and he's not interacting with us. Let's just ensure that he doesn't get any keywords on his units by going ahead and getting rid of at least one of his units. Force him to develop something else onto the board.
The prettier the rose, the sharper the thorn.
He's probably going to, yeah, just play another unit. I can't even block. So he gets to give everything a keyword and +1/+1. Doesn't matter because of, you know, Soraka having overwhelm and effectively 35 attack. But it's still a bummer. Oh, I completely forgot I was facing the Mana Soul student. The opponent didn't burn me at all. I guess I got rid of both the Mana Soul students he had right at the start. But still, I figured he would have other cards that would burn me. Hero's Horn, Champion Strength, Astral Protection. With the extra mana from the blue buff on the Soraka and on the Stargazer, we can get the Champion Strength played on turn 6. And that's if we even play the 9 mana for it. If we make use out of the stopwatch, we can get it down earlier. Or we can just, yeah, let's just buff up a card that's already in my deck. And here we can spend a bunch of money on the rerolls. But we also want to keep money for the meditation, right? If I were to go ahead and cut a card on the meditation, what would I cut? Maybe the Balan. It's decent, but it's not good enough, I feel like. Maybe the Guiding Touch. It's a nice little cycle option, but do we really care about cycling when I can just have consistency instead? But it's cycled with that as an upside. We can use it to buff our units. Keep the Gift Giver, does everything else, and the Soraka as well. Just in case I don't draw one. We have a very good first turn now. We can just keep control of the opponent's board. We can't get rid of the Crimson Disciple though. But going ahead and killing 2 of the opponent's units is nice. Can do this. This is a kill. This is a kill. Can actually ensure that this is a kill as well. And then we can, I guess we we're taking damage no matter what, so we'll just use this to soften up those units. This is going to die next turn. And this, I guess we use the comet we're about to get on it. Yeah, the extra healing from the repessence is putting in wonders for us. The fact that the healing also helps level up Soraka is huge. Let's get rid of that. I guess I'll use the spare mana to cycle the guiding touch. This turn this thing is dying because it takes one. And then I can't really contest that. Guess I can do this. Petricite Charger. I was hoping the Petricite Charger would dissuade the opponent from attacking, but I guess not. Honestly, yeah. I don't care if the Petricite Charger dies. Petricite Charger dies, I'll go ahead and do this. Heal everything back up to full, buff everything by 1 billion. And then we can get rid of that, get rid of that. And now the opponent's left with very small units to block. See, this is the problem. The opponent just gets a full board every turn, basically. And none of my units are overwhelmed, so he can just jump block my attacks. And be under no threat at all. Let's do Fused Firebrand. I can't even go Galdi this turn, unfortunately. Stargazer? Stargazer helps.
To see you, Soraka. And I them.
We'll use the Stargazer to get rid of this unit. So that Soraka and the Lookout can go through, and then I'll give this over elusive as well. And then surely the opponent dies. Yeah, without this Stargazer we struggle a lot with closing out the game. There. And now we face off against Annie and Jhin. I didn't even take that into consideration, I just went for the path with the rerolls, but yeah, we definitely get a better matchup against Annie Jhin than we would against the other the Draven Jinx. Also pick up another copy of the Spring Guardian there. We can effectively generate a full hand of the full heal if we want to. It probably won't be relevant, but we can do it if we want to. Pretty sure we can drop down the Petricite Charger for free on the first turn. Let's just hope the opponent doesn't have a lot of removal. Yeah, Petricite Charger for free is one of our plays. This messes us up if the opponent has stuns, I think, but other than that, yeah, that's fine. Even if the opponent gets to effectively deny us the them. Oh, it's not too bad. We can get rid of Jhin and Annie, none of the Poros. We're working towards Soraka's level up. Get very close to leveling up Soraka, in fact. Well, let's just do it. Wait, that wasn't it? Oh, I miscounted. I thought it was just one more. Well, at least the opponent's out of cards, basically. Wait, it generated the card.
No one's the wiser.
Oh, it was from the Lonely Power, okay. I was about to cry about the opponent cheating, generating cards out of nowhere. But it was okay.
A little luck for those who need it.
Pirouette, deal 4. To my Nexus. Are you sure about that? You could have easily killed the gift giver there.
See you, Soraka, and I them.
No attacks. Well, I have spare Soraka, so let's just go for Wish.
Stars, hear me.
Force the level up on the Soraka. Get a Comet. So I can try to deny the opponent the buff on his units.
I'll shoot the wings off a bilge wasp.
Doesn't even bother attacking with the Daring Poro. Guess he doesn't want to risk his own units.
Live with purpose.
This is going to give that elusive. If only he was damaging my units instead of my Nexus. We can give Soraka elusive. And then we attack with everything else.
Heed the bond. Time to
Let's see if this is enough to close out the game. Probably isn't. But we'll get very close.
Gotcha in my sights.
I'm definitely keeping my unit around. Screw you, opponent.
take heart.
Oh no, it was more than enough. I miscounted how much damage Soraka plus the use Firebrand would deal.
The heavens rejoice.
Please overwhelm on the Soraka. I take all damage from my supported ally this round. It's a Petricide card, but unfortunately it's not an what's it called? Formidable unit, that's it. It's not a formidable. Let's roll. Vladimir, Tamkand, Shield of Duran. We already struggle with getting Soraka in our opening hand. We haven't struggled this part, but in the last map, we were basically getting the Galio every time and no Sorakas, so I don't really want to pick up another champion. Let's roll again. Vanguard Lookouts every generation. Or we can pick up Citrus Courier. Or Lounging Lizard. I'm going to pick up the Vanguard Lookouts just because we generate 2 of them right at the start of the game. And them having an item on them seems pretty good. What card would I cut here? Mountain Drake? That's a maybe. Use Firebrand. It has been getting some interesting effects from the souls. Flimwreath Soul, but I haven't played the Startled Stomper a single time, have I? Let's get rid of it. Healer. Shop. We have a lot of money, so let's go for the shop. I can cut another card. Maybe the Balin. It reduces the cost of our mana curve by quite a lot. The +0/+1 really isn't that impressive in the grand scheme of things. So let's get rid of that. That's done. Bottom path it is. I want to spend this money in the shop. It's a rare shop too, so we want to get a decent power there. Mountain Goat. Let's keep the Gift Giver, definitely. I guess I'll keep the Cataclysm as well. If we get the Soraka here, we'll get a very good first turn. Going Soraka. Soraka Gift Giver.
I am
Cataclysm.
Let's have some fun.
The journey
There.
is these will protect you.
How do I want to attack like
By
this?
starlight.
I'm watching you.
We can do this.
You leave me no choice.
We kill all of the opponent's units, we level up the Soraka because we heal up.
By starlight.
I can't. I'm trying to heal and at the same time proc Soraka's effect to draw a card. I think we're doing it this way.
Remember my words.
Like just doing it like this. Does it right? No, we need to attack with the gift giver last. Or it doesn't need to be with the gift giver. Guess we can just trade the order. Have this Vanguard Lookout be the last thing attacking, right? No. For some reason it needs to be the gift giver. Oh, okay, I'm not finding it now.
Be at peace.
Does Soraka need to be the last thing attacking? No. I think, yeah, this is it. This needs to be the order, right? Yeah, this gives me an extra card because the gift giver is getting healed and then it's striking again. Okay, this is the order.
Live with purpose.
Took a while, but we got there. I knew I could get an extra card if I leveled up the Soraka.
I weave
It's all thanks to the
my own fate.
essence theft.
Live with purpose. Take heart.
Every time the opponent's Legion Marauders die, he shuffles a copy of one of them into the deck, so let's try to deny that. I suppose I'll save the spell mana and the Cataclysm for the next turn. I think we can do some interesting things with it.
Live with purpose.
No attacks, really? Well, in that case, let's go ahead and I'll attack with the Soraka, just so I can refuel my spell mana.
Take heart. Live with purpose.
Nothing, really, opponent. Let's do Fuse Firebrand.
Take heart.
I keep mana open for the Astral Diffusion. I thought for sure the opponent would be incentivized to attack with the Wrathful Rider, maybe try to kill the Soraka. But I guess I'm mistaken. Do I do this turn? Guess I just do this.
Watch my post. I'm watching you.
Can just attack like this. The opponent can do nothing about it.
Live with purpose.
What a waste.
Guess you can trade the Wrathful Rider in. Ooh, that's a bummer. Can I prevent that from happening? Astral Protection. This goes up to 13. Shield of Duran goes up to 16. And then I do this here. And this is no longer attacking, so it's no longer striking it, I think. Okay. I should have just done that from the beginning, my bad.
Take heart.
That card only works if the both units are battling. Let's get rid of that. I guess I'll use this. It's a complete waste to get rid of the spell shield this way. Feels terrible, but not really anything else I can do. That's scary. Can't really do anything about it though.
You leave me no choice.
The opponent's just going to jump block my units yet again. I was kind of hoping at least 2 of them would die here so I could go for Galio. But I guess only 1 of them dies. The opponent just gets to jump block everything. Well, I don't need 2 Gallios, I just need 1. Let's do this, just get the card out of my hand. I generate a bunch of comets here. Actually no, just 1, my bad. I miscounted how much or how many comets I would get here. Well, let's just do this. Proc the rally. I now have more units available to attack than the opponent has for blocking. And it's game over. No, it's not. The opponent survives with a grand total of 2 or 1 health. 2 health actually. I could have gone for the Shield of Durand from the Galio. Womp womp. Well, it's not like the opponent has a way to come back from this position. For a second I considered something weird, just play the Mountain Goat over the Galio and then play the Galio over the Mountain Goat so I can get a fresh Galio with a fresh effect to trigger, but I have nothing to trigger the Galio's effect with, so it wouldn't work. Well then, prevent this opponent. It blocks everything, sure. But then it's just a rally from the Galio. Galio is definitely helping a lot. Without the rally effects, I wouldn't be able to win a lot of the games. Like I said, the fact that the opponent just gets a full board of jump blockers and none of my units overwhelm really is a problem. For me, not for him.
You leave me no choice.
Hey, you there!
Surely the opponent doesn't survive this.
First me, then the world.
There.
Live with purpose.
Finally. The opponent really did everything he could to stay alive.
The stars will remember this day.
Now we face off against Teemo and Swain, which might actually be a problem. We struggle a lot with no, we're not there yet. Never mind. Plant 6 chimes in the deck. I guess it's a card that's already in my deck. Cut a card. I want to cut a card from my deck. Maybe the Spring Guardian. I haven't played it in a while. Yeah. There. No more Spring Guardians. First, Dreifer and Glory Seeker, then we finally get to Teemo Swain, which I think will struggle a bit. We don't really have a lot of ways to close out the game, and the fact that the opponent's just going to be continuously shuffling buff caps into my deck won't really give me a lot of opportunities, or won't really give me a lot of time to close out the game properly. Soraka. If I get some 1-drops at the shop, I'm definitely buying them so I can play them alongside the Soraka. How do I want to do this? That thing can't block, so there's no point in pulling it. Can heal the gift giver. So this here, this here. I can buff up one unit. So this here. Can actually also do something interesting. Do it like this in this order allows me to pull the 10 drop and kill it with the Soraka. I don't know if it will be useful. He could have a ping to get rid of my Soraka. But apparently the Soraka goes up to 7-7. I guess it's because of the healing. So this is correct.
Live with purpose.
The essence
I weave my own fate.
essence theft or whatever it's called. Once again, putting in a lot of work. I'm really... Normally the non-epic version of that is extremely underwhelming. Let's get rid of that thing right away, opponent. And whatever, let's use Shield of Durand. Make sure that Soraka grows nice and large.
Live with purpose.
And we immediately get it back.
I need just a moment.
Fortunately we have a lot of ways to interact with that. So I don't have to worry about it killing my units. The opponent just decides to pass. I feel like I wonder if they changed something. Lately the opponents seem a lot more keen on just straight up passing priority back to you.
With purpose. Take heart.
Which is definitely a problem in this adventure, specifically because the opponents get a lot out of just passing priority back to you without playing anything significant.
Hey, you there!
Sure, let's attack with everything. Get 2 comets. Can do Hush here. That kills. I suppose I can do Shield of the Run here. Protect the Protect from the Triferin Assessor. Then I have 1 comet as a backup for the unit the opponent will inevitably play. 2 comets actually.
I misjudged.
3 comets actually.
Everything's easier behind a mask.
There. Well, good thing I have 2 spare comets so I can get through the spell shield. This might be another game where I just play the Galio without getting double Galio value. Yeah, let's just do it. Oh, that's not the Galio. This is the Galio.
First let the blood, then
Ooh,
stop the heart.
the opponent's rallying. Cool, cool. Are you going to attack with your units or are you just going to pass priority? Stunning the Soraka? I guess he's attacking with the Incisive Tactician. At the very least, right? No!
Magic goes in, might comes out.
The opponent's being an annoyance. Can you stop getting board wide buffs and keywords? That really denies me the opportunity to close out the game. I don't want to do the stun right away. Otherwise I'll waste the Galio's rally effect. Now I can do the stun. Let's stun here. Let's use the Soraka instead. Yeah. Like we learned last time around, this prevents that from striking at all. Yup. We clear most of the opponent's board. We get a comet, so we can... The opponent plays something here, I comet that and then attack with all of my units and he can't block. Yep. And now we win. Perfect. Just like planned. I guess we stall decently enough. So, yeah. Swain and Teemo probably will be the hardest challenge we'll face. Shadow Totem Soraka. Another copy of the Soraka? You know what? Sure. More copies of the Soraka mean more units that die at the start of the game. Guaranteed double attack on the Patricide Charger is cool. Star Spring is a neat way to close out the game. Spell Slinger, yeah. I'm picking up the power definitely. Card draw on the Patricide Hound is not really the best thing in the world. But sure. Let's pick up the Patricide Charger as well, that's fine. I don't think I want Taunting Trophy. Or Star Spring with Taunting Trophy. Even though it's a good way to win the game, and it's a way to constantly heal my units. Then again, we have been struggling with finding ways to win the game. So maybe picking up double Star Spring is correct. Nah. Getting the Star Spring, playing the Star Spring, diluting our deck doesn't seem like the play. We'll just rely on the units we got to win the game. Ooh, we got the Patricide Hound. Then again, Patricide Hound with 3 Sorakas means that the Patricide Hound will actually kill itself on summon, because the Sorakas will just deal 3 damage to it. Immediately levels up, fine. Ouch. Soraka. I'll play the Patricide Hound after I attack with one of the Sorakas, I guess. Or 2 of the Sorakas, I should say. That dies. That gets softened up. And then all of these are just stuff that I use to clear and buff the Soraka with. Hmm. 6 damage. Well, fortunately he's not using it on the Soraka. Fine. He almost levels up the Swain. He probably levels up the Swain, in fact, as soon as I draw a buff cap. Stupid Patricide Hound. It damages it. He has this thing has 4 health, right? So if I do this, it survives because it's no longer, this spell is no longer being pointed at a target that's damaged, so it's no longer viable. I think I saved this for the next turn, right? What if I do this? Yeah, it's preferable to do this. It removes the spell shield from the unit, and it triggers Soraka's level up. I think leveling up Soraka early will be nice. The opponent gets a free Swain here. I thought for sure that the opponent would get a level up on the Swain. Guess I was wrong. He can no longer play Swain, so sure, this is a permanent or semi-permanent removal of Swain. I have no way to prevent the Legion Saboteur from attacking. I guess I have. I deal damage to my own unit by doing this. I'll do that. I'll do this. I have the spare Soraka in hand. Then I do this. the opponent. I didn't expect that. I was expecting the opponent to go for removal on Soraka. That's what I was worried about, but he didn't do it. Swain's leveled up. I go for Cataclysm here. I can actually rally. I do Cataclysm here. Discount on the better side charger procs. So I get that. And now I can attack yet again. We'll pull here. And I guess I'll attack like this. We won't really deal a significant amount of damage to the opponent. It's better than nothing. And at the very least we get rid of the buff cap peddler. Ouch. The buff caps are dealing a lot of damage. I could go for a kill there on the Legend Saboteur, but let's just buff up the Soraka and move on. Full board of Poros. Let's just attack first with the scout unit, see what the opponent does. Take 16. Okay. Damaging my entire board might actually be better for me than it is for the opponent. You got to remember, I have a Soraka's Wish in hand, and I can also heal from the souls. If I can get enough falling comets, the opponent just dies. Except now I no longer have a board of damaged units, so I suppose the opponent won't have to worry about that. But I have a rally. Next turn, I'll use the other Cataclysm on the Petricite Charger to go ahead and rally. This kills the Swain. Just have to remove that thing's stats and keywords. And everything else will die to my units, but let's ensure yeah, we can do this. Yeah, let's see if the opponent blocks. There was a chance the opponent just doesn't block and instead decides to take the damage. Which he does. I guess he can block this one. Well, at least he won't have Swain for the next turn. Full board. Units are being damaged by his power.
The bite doesn't hurt, but the venom sure does.
Stun Soraka yet again. Let's stun that unit. Then we can do Cataclysm. Yeah, any form of removal that's pointed at my units instead of my face is nice. Or burn, I should say. Ouch. I rally, and then what? Let's do Soraka's Wish first. Probably get 3 or at least 2 comets. And with those 2 comets we can try and close out the game. He can only block 2 of these units. Yeah, and 2 is not enough for him to win. Ooh, the opponent actually managed to get us to our lowest amount of health yet. But this was actually the encounter I was the most concerned about. I think against the Heart of the Fluffed we will not struggle as hard. Black Cleaver, Ancient Coin, definitely the Black Cleaver. Double the amount of health on the Soraka means... And all of a sudden she's a massive 16-16. Yeah, I think it will be smooth sailing from here. Let's see if I'm wrong. Tune in next time then for that, because that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.